What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Random Encounter Podcast, episode 92. I'm your host, James, and I'm joined by Brian,
Coming to you live from Twilight Town.
Phaneckswhy,
What's up?
and our returning fourth member. Welcome back, Ash.
Yo, what's up? Before we continue, I just noticed Brian's shirt. What the hell you get that? I need that.
Yeah, I saw that too. Is that
I got it.
Yeti?
That's Persona 4. It's from Yeti. Oh man, I've been
No,
super on Yeti.
I don't think it was from Yeti. I think it was from Fanatical.
Oh, Fanatical. Okay, all right.
Is it Fanatical?
I had a bunch of shirts that I ordered directly from Atlas. The problem is they all shrunk on me because usually I wear a medium, but for whatever reason, mediums are turning into like smaller, so now I have to get larges. But anyways, I had a bunch of Persona 5 ones. I have the one when they do an all-out attack. I had one that they had like a Joker silhouette. What other one? I had another one. But yeah, I had like three of those shirts straight from Atlas. Atlas has a few shirts. I don't know if they still have it, but they had quite a few shirts on their website as well.
I think I got from 86 actually. Not
86.
Fanatical is the video game website. I always get these stupid websites mixed up. I think I got it from 86, or I got it from somewhere else, but that's where I got it.
Yeah,
from.
Fanatical. Yeah, they did the
Makes
PC
sense.
keys.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, you're
I
right.
don't know what I'm talking
Forgot.
about.
Yeah.
I forgot as well.
Yeah.
But we got quite a bit to talk about today, mainly Summer Game Fest. But I did add something else that I think me and Fan are probably going to enjoy talking about the most. Before we get into that, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so close. Sitting at 935, so very close. Just need 65 more subscribers to go before we hit that 1,000 subscriber. And also follow us at Twitch because we do simultaneously stream on both YouTube and Twitch. So let's start off with some smaller news, and actually the only smaller news of today, and that is, it looks like my worries are cleared up because Kingdom Hearts was seen running on Steam Deck at IGN's what is it called? IGN Fest? Is that what they're just calling it?
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, they have a thing like simultaneous to like Summer Game Fest. I think they're calling it IGN Fest. But people who've actually went over there, they actually got a look at Kingdom Hearts running perfectly on the Steam Deck, and they said the cutscenes work perfectly fine. There's no issues with them. So I'm glad that they clarified that, because one of the biggest things that I was wondering is like, is it going to be Steam Deck verified? Which doesn't mean anything, but we do know that with the Epic Game Store version, the cutscenes would not work. So anything that was pre-rendered wouldn't work, meaning you had to go ahead and apply a fix that skips the cutscene so you can go ahead and play through it. And usually that's not an issue, right? Because pre-rendered is usually the beginning and the end. But with games like Chain of Memories, or Rechain of Memories rather, all after each floor, there was a pre-rendered cutscene, meaning that game would pretty much be impossible unless you skip cutscenes. So it is nice to see that the Steam version of Kingdom Hearts will be working perfectly fine on the Steam Deck, and I can't wait to play that. Is anybody else here picking it up on Steam?
Day one.
I might just pick up Kingdom Hearts 3 or something like that, since I haven't played that one yet. I already have the collection on PS4, so I might as well continue from there. Honestly.
Where's your OLED at?
Oh, it's gonna come eventually. It's gonna come eventually. Just know it's gonna come. Thanks for the link, Brant.
What you gonna say, Fan?
Oh no, I mean I've got that all in one package for PS4, PS5, so I don't know if I'll pick it up again, because I kind of just want to pick up where I left off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends if I feel like I want to play it on the go versus sitting down at a TV.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to play their games on the go? I mean, I guess some people don't care about playing their games on the go. That is fairly true, which is why, there's a lot of still PC players that don't have a Steam Deck for whatever reason, which I think everybody should have a Steam Deck, or at least some type of portable PC, whether it's the ROG Ally or something like that. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
So I was gonna say, like, I think for me, like, I don't know how realistic it is that I'm gonna play it right away, but I'm gonna buy it right away. And it's like, I think the main reason that I have a Steam Deck and all that stuff is just because the novelty of the Steam Deck, just the fact that it's like this thing in your hands that's so powerful that it's beautiful to play portably on. I just think back to being 7 or 8 and having a Game Boy, and it's just, I don't know, there's something about that just kind of like puts me in this really cool zone where I'm just like, I appreciate this so much, and I just really want to play on this thing.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think it's the same thing with me. Like portable gaming, there is that nostalgic feel. Like I'll never forget the days of Game Boy Color being, my parents are watching TV or something. I'm laying down on the couch and playing like Pokemon Silver or Blue or whatever I was playing, Oracle of Ages, anything like that. Game Boy Advance, I didn't really have that, even though I do own a Game Boy Advance now. That one was actually technically my brother's. I had the Game Boy Player on my GameCube, so I didn't really get portable with that. Yeah, that's how I played all my Game Boy Advance games, was through GameCube, which was awesome. It was amazing. I love playing.
I
it
wish
on the biggest screen.
I wish I had one, because like I seen it a couple of times at GameStop, and like I kept telling my mom to buy it, but she wouldn't. So I'm like, damn it, okay.
Oh man, I loved
Yeah.
it. Like I played Link to the Past on there, Fire Emblem, of course. What
Yeah, I
games
only
did
ever had a color
Ruby.
growing up.
Game Boy Color. That was the only portable console.
That's the only portable handle I had.
Oh wow.
Oh no, wait, I had a PSP.
Okay.
So,
PSP as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
PSP. So those are only 2 portable handhelds I got.
My-
Now I have so many portable handhelds. I don't know what to do with.
So I'm actually
mean,
curious. Yeah, go ahead, Ash.
sorry, my mother also bought me a Game Boy Color before the Game Boy Advance, but I don't know where that went. I don't know what happened to it. And I feel so sad about it too, because I'm like, man, I had something, but I messed it up. So, but yeah, continue.
So I'm curious. I'm gonna name some handhelds. I want to see if we all had them. Okay. Starting off with OG Game Boy.
Are we gonna raise our hands?
Razer, nah, I'll say something, because anybody who listens to the audio version, which I haven't uploaded in some time, I gotta upload all those. But they might not, like, we're raising our hands, but why is it so quiet?
We'll just go around the horn. So just you say it, and then it'll go to me, then Ash, then Fan, and then we'll just go that way.
So, OG Game Boy. And I'm talking about the Game Boy Pocket. OG Game Boy.
The DMG? No.
No.
Nope. Never had it.
What do you mean OG Game Boy?
You don't
Like the
no
big
OG.
hulking.
The
Yeah.
big
Oh, the big,
hulking
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
battery, green
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
I had to double check. Yeah, I had that one. Yeah.
How about Game Boy
Thing that
Pocket?
was like a brick
Oh,
that you
not
could
the
really
Yes.
throw at someone and
You had a Game
it
Boy
would
Pocket?
still work.
I did.
Let
You
me
did?
double check the Game Boy Pocket. see what it
What
looked like.
color did you have the Game Boy Pocket in?
Just the silver one, I think. I remember I got it from
Didn't have
Funko Land along with Star Wars. The Star Wars. Well, it was just Star Wars, but it was like Episode 4. It was based on A New Hope, and it was like a horrible game to get with it. It wasn't a good game. It was one of those like where do you go games. But I did get Kirby's pinball with it, and that was fun. But
Nice.
yeah, that was my first one.
Fam, you said you said you didn't have that, right? The Game Boy Pocket. For some reason, I thought you
Nope.
said you had a Game Boy Pocket too. I was like, okay, like,
No, I just had a color.
okay. Ash, you said no. Okay.
Nope.
So I also didn't have the Pocket. Surprisingly, my brother did. For whatever reason, they got him a red one, and they didn't get me. Or I know what they got me. They got me instead I believe the Game Gear is what I got around that time.
Oh, the
Now,
Game-
I got a
okay.
Game Gear before my Game Boy, by the way.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Oh,
an
you
interesting
did?
fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I got the Game Gear, and I'm pretty sure it's because I've been wanting a Sonic game. Like my cousin had the Genesis, and I wanted Sonic so bad, and they got me a Game Gear, but they didn't give me Sonic. And I was like, what is the point of having this? And they only ever bought me one game for it, which was I think it was called Shao Kahn of the Neverland or something like that, or the Netherlands.
Sounds great.
It's a weird game where you're some dude with swords. You kind of look like the main character from like Vampire Hunter D almost, but you had like these 2 swords, and basically you're killing like these weird demons and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a good kid friendly.
Did you ever get a Sonic game?
Never got a Sonic game. I borrowed
You're
my
kidding.
cousin. I borrowed my cousin's Sonic Triple Trouble. Which
Okay,
is,
and that's we got the music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's how I was able to play that. But yeah, never got a Sonic game until Sonic Adventure 1. That was my first Sonic. I played them all from friend's house or cousins, but like Sonic Adventure 1 was my first Sonic game out.
We need to start a
Anyways.
therapy session.
Yeah, 110%.
Anyways, next Game Boy Color. So all of us Game
Yes.
Boy Color.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep. Had the,
What color?
had the purple,
Yeah, the purple. Which one? The transparent one or the
just solid purple.
solid purple? Okay, I had
Yeah.
the transparent purple, translucent, whatever you want to
Transparent.
call it. Yeah. What about
Yeah,
you?
I always
Ash?
called the transparent purple atomic.
I'm
purple.
pretty-
Atomic purple. Yeah, that's what it was
Yeah.
called.
I'm pretty sure it was like a solid teal color from what I remember.
Solid teal color. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that one. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, my brother got the solid purple one. That's kind of why purple became my favorite color. Right. I got this. I got my purple Well, even though it looks blue on my
It
camera.
looks purple. It looks blue. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks blue on my camera, man. This camera.
Yeah,
sucks.
man. Lighting and science is weird, bro.
Yeah, I've been looking at new camera tricks. I'm gonna mess around with my thing, but like, anyways, I got the.
It's gonna be like
DualSense.
one of
It's
those,
supposed to
like,
be purple.
w-
Pretend it's purple,
Mhm.
and then this is supposed to look purple too. It looks blue as well. This is the purple Dual Shock 4. Oh man,
This is gonna turn into the new what color is the dress thing?
Oh no, God,
What color is the controller?
Jesus.
Oh man. All right, next would be, let's see. I guess we already did Game Gear. Nobody else on the
Advance?
Game Gear except for us.
I've only borrowed a Game Gear from my cousin, but never actually owned one. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So
Oh, and I've never owned any of the Neo Geo Pockets or anything like that. So
Yeah, I
has
didn't
anybody
either.
here?
it's the same here. Nope,
Mm-mm.
nope,
Okay.
never owned one.
Yeah, or the N Gauge. I played one. Like I remember playing Tomb Raider on the N Gauge, but I was like in I think it was Software Etc. at the time that
Yep.
they had like a little display of it to play.
I worked
Um,
at Software Etc. when they sold those, and I was just like unreal.
I thought it was the
Engine?
coolest thing ever, and I begged my
The
parents for
taco,
it, and
the taco game console.
Yep. Game Boy Advance, yeah. Who here owned a Game Boy Advance?
I had Game Boy
course.
Advance.
Yep.
So I own one now. I didn't own one before though. I had a Game Boy Player, so I guess that kind of counts because they play Game Boy Advance games. What's after that? I guess PSP
DS.
or DS.
Oh.
Well, PSP.
Isn't there a Game Boy Advance SP?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true. there's the SP, which counts as
Yeah,
a Game Boy
yeah.
Advance, I would say.
Oh, no.
and
Which
I mean-
design wise, cool. Ergonomics suck.
Yeah,
at the time,
I
I,
agree.
didn't really had an issue. Actually, even to this day, I still use my SP. It's not that bad. Because I still
I
got
just
a
feel
bunch
like
of
it,
games
like,
on it. Like too
you know.
cramped together.
Yeah, too cramped.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So it's all about the hands. Yeah, I got football
right.
hands.
You're
so.
smaller, probably is not as bad.
Yeah.
And Game Boy
And an SP.
Micro, never owned one. I've
Same.
never
I didn't
seen
either.
them.
I
Mhm.
should have bought them like when they were like $20, because now
Yeah.
they're going for like hundreds of bucks.
Yeah.
Question:
just too small.
What's the Game Boy Micro? Because I actually never heard of that. Believe it or
It
not.
was
Like
like-
super small. It's
that
almost
big.
like a Game and Watch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that
Like
geared towards
tiny.
Game and Watch stuff? If anything,
No,
or
I
what?
played Game Boy Advance
No, it was like
games.
full on Game Boy Advance.
They play Game
Oh,
Boy games, but it's
interesting.
small, like a Game and Watch. Like it's small,
Yeah.
Okay.
super tiny.
Makes sense. Okay.
Let's see. I guess PSP now. Yeah, PSP. I owned one.
Yep, I bought a PSP.
Yep, I had a
Uh,
PSP.
I own like three
Had
of
like
them.
an Dark Resurrection on it.
So technically, I didn't own it. My older brother did. So I just used his to play some of the games I want to play on it. So, but yeah.
I owned a couple. I owned the 1000 series because it was my dad's, and then he gave it to me after I hacked it and did everything on it. And he's like, "Well, you might as well keep it then because you've been doing all that." And then I bought a 3000 series in black, and then I got the Kingdom Hearts silver one when Birth by Sleep came out. And at that time, I worked at GameStop, so like, got some cool deals there. What about you, Bryant?
For PSP, yes, I did have a PSP, and it's kind of crazy. A customer gifted it to me when I worked at GameStop.
That's
What?
really nice of them. Wow.
This
That's
this kid, or it wasn't a kid. He was like, I think he was like a freshman in college or something like that. He just was like a regular or whatever, and like I was always like really, like, he was always really cool with me. I was really cool with him, and he was like, dude, I got a bunch of money for graduation. Like I just really enjoyed coming in here and like talking games with you. So this is for you. He's bought me a PSP, and it was like the sweetest thing ever. Like
These
such
are
a
like
nice
$200
dude.
at the
Bro.
time.
I know, he just
Yeah.
bought it for me. I
Bro,
was just like
crazy.
flabbergasted.
no,
So
this
nice.
man had rank 10 with this dude in Persona, bro. I can see that. That was the parting gift. That was literally what
Yeah.
it was, bro. Now
Yeah,
you
that was like the item you
unlock-
get. Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
unlock that Persona, bro. I don't know what it is, but it's
Mhm.
something.
Oh.
That's crazy.
All right. I guess nobody here, of course, had a PSP Go because those sucked.
I seen a kid had a PSP Go and he wasn't happy about it. I can tell you that much. So I did witness one
Yeah.
for the
It was
first
all
time. I was like,
digital at the time,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is not a smart move at the time.
Yep.
I mean, now it's kind of, yeah, sure, but
Working at GameStop at the time, yeah, we sold no PSP Goes. Like it was like
I didn't
one
know-
every like month or something.
I didn't know what was the purpose of the PSP Go. I'm assuming it was just they were trying to minimize everything. So so everything was digital on that thing, right? I'm assuming. Or
Yeah.
not?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was all
it
digital.
was. it was the entryway, I think, of like where we are today.
Which is weird because they had the freaking PlayStation phone
Yeah.
almost around the same time.
Yep.
Wow.
There was.
Which
Yep,
made-
PlayStation
which
phone was
missed
out
made
there.
I missed
way
that
more
time.
sense.
I missed that
It made-
time. What the? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it was basically a PlayStation Go, but you rotate it vertically and it was a phone.
Yep.
It had
Oh.
Android running on it.
That is
And
a
then-
that is literal
Turn it over,
artifact. Whoever can
split
get
it up.
that will probably pay a pretty penny for that
Well,
nowadays.
yeah. So that was the Xperia Play, and the
That's
interesting
what I
about that is when they announced the Xperia Play, they said there were going to be PSP and PS1 games available. Never came out. Because when they demoed, they demoed. I want to say like Crash Bandicoot or something like that. An old PS1 game on there. They're like, yeah, you'll be able to do all of this, and they never, officially came out. Of course, today you can play any of those games on a Android device, but at the time they never came out. See what's next. DS.
DS.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
You never had it.
I had.
Oh, really?
Not until
Never.
recently.
Oh,
I
okay.
I have a DS Lite or
Hmm.
DSi now, and a 3DS now, but I didn't have it when they came out or grown up.
So
Oh, okay.
I had a pink DS.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
told me this.
Yeah.
I remember
DS Lite.
Yeah, that's what I got, the DS Lite. So my brothers each had one. They had again, I don't know why. Like for whatever reason, after a while, my parents just stopped buying me like handhelds.
I'm sorry.
But
They wanted you to concentrate on your studies, James.
But
Pretty much.
my
I
younger
will say this
brothers.
is the best one since it plays GBA games.
Yep. The OG and
DS
that one
Lite.
played the GBA games.
Yeah.
So my brother had the OG silver one or gray one, whatever you want to call it, that came out, and then my youngest brother, he got who's Shu. Everybody knows him as Shu.
Yep.
Shuzaku. He got the blue one with Mario 64. It was like a bundle deal that they got. So he got that, and I remember I wanted the Mario Kart one because it was also a Mario Kart bundle. I was like, oh, I want that one, and never got it. So eventually, I saved up money for Christmas, and I got a DS Lite in pink, and the reason behind that was I went to a GameStop. And I was like, cool, I want a DS Lite, the day after Christmas, and they're like, oh, we don't have any DSs except in pink. And man, I can't tell you, I debated for 10 minutes there, like, do I want this pink DS? I was like, you know what? I want a DS so bad, I don't care. I'm buying a pink DS. So I bought the pink DS, and I would carry it to school and everything. People were like, why you got a pink DS? I'm like, that's not your problem. So like, that
You're
was
making
just
a
it.
statement, man.
Yeah, and loved it. Slapped the Kirby sticker on it, and there we go. Had a nice thing. It's a Kirby special edition.
I mean, pink is just a color at the end of the day,
It is,
right?
yeah.
And like, what's interesting, like, because I remember that, like, typically if the DSs were sold out, the only DS Lite you can find was the pink one. When every time I look at the pink color, I'm just like, it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad I got my black DS, but the pink doesn't look that bad. So I
Yeah.
wonder why that's always sitting around or something. So
I don't remember what color I wanted, but I was set on what color I wanted, and I was kind of like upset, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I ended up picking up that, and the main reason I wanted a DS at the time was because Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings was available, and Final Fantasy 4 DS remake and Final Fantasy 3 DS remake. So I wanted to play all of those.
Oh yeah, you're having a good time with that. I know
Oh
that.
yeah, and then of course I already knew that 358/2 was coming to DS. Recoded wasn't announced at that time, but I was like, man, like I got my RPGs here. I need this. I'm done with the PSP. I already beat Crisis Core. That's it. Like, so yeah, that was that. What color DS did everybody had?
Well,
For me, it
it
was
came out
black.
just in silver.
So yeah, the
Oh,
OG
you're
DS?
talking about the OG DS.
Yeah. Or DS
Yeah,
Lite. If you had a DS Lite or anything.
I had both eventually, but
Okay.
I got the original DS. I remember it came with Metroid Hunters or whatever, that
Yeah.
demo, and I thought it was amazing. And then I thought the Mario 64 port sucked because I hated the controls. But
yeah.
yeah, then eventually I'm trying to think of what colors. I must have gotten like a black DS Lite eventually or something like that. But yeah, I had that.
What about you, Ash?
It
You
was
said
your
definitely brothers, right?
No. So that was the PSP. The
Oh, the
DS
PSP,
Lite was
okay,
mine.
yeah.
The DS Lite was mine, so it was black. And the thing is, I don't know what other color they had at the time. I'm pretty sure it was black, pink, silver.
Like a
Was
blue
there another one?
There was a
There,
blue. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Was there actually a blue one?
Yeah, I think isn't that the one you have,
Probably.
Fan, or is yours black?
Mine's black.
Oh, okay, I thought it was the blue
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
mine's-
I'm pretty sure it was
Mine's
the blue
straight
one.
black.
Yeah, that's the case. Knowing me, I was trying to aim for the blue one first.
Yeah.
But bad luck stroke, and they were like, we're sold out. So I had to be like, screw it, I'm gonna go for the black one. You know?
Yeah, I think DS Lite had black, blue, white, red,
white, yeah,
and red.
pink.
Yeah, that the red for the, and they also had the Mario edition with red with the M on the back.
Oh yeah, yes, I
Yeah.
remember that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had those colors, and then the OG DS originally launched, like you said, in silver, and then a blue color came out later. And I don't know if there's any other colors outside of those two, because those are the only two colors I remember at the time.
My first DS game was actually Sonic Rush. That was one of the best things ever, man. Oh my
I
god,
still haven't played Sonic Rush. I gotta play.
it's extremely fun game, and
all I
like
know is the final boss song.
wrapped in black,
Yeah.
wrapped in
Yeah,
black,
that sound. The
I love that
soundtrack-
song.
That
Yeah, I know.
soundtrack is amazing.
It's so great. Oh my! Don't let
Yeah.
me get started on that. But yeah, let's
When
get
I-
going before I go too crazy on that, bro.
Oh man, I was gonna put that in one of my videos. But I was like, nah, it doesn't fit the theme of my video. I would have put it
I
on
get
there
it.
just to have it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
What's next? 3DS, I guess.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can find. My,
Yeah, I got the blue one.
Yeah,
I think
the
It was
teal
like a
one, the
Halloween's
OG
Resort.
one.
Yeah, because they only came in blue and black. I think were the launch colors, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
No, I don't. Oh, that would have gotten black then. I thought.
Yeah. It was
something else.
blue or black release. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and then
believe
red came later.
Yeah.
And
pink too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and pink came later, and then eventually
Yeah.
the XLs came out.
Mhm.
But yeah, I had the blue one too at launch, and then from there I bought the 3DS XL. I got that in blue, and then I got, of course, the new 3DS XL, which I think that launched in two colors too. I want to say red and blue, or red and black. I'm sorry, and I got the black color because I didn't like red. I'm not the biggest fan of the color red, but that's just me.
It's funny to me. I've been noticing like my sheer luck when it comes to getting the color that I want for my device, and for my 3DS, I mean it was blue, so I was like, okay, about time. And then, but when I was trying to get my 3DS XL, it was the same situation where we don't have any other colors except for black. So I was like, okay, I'll get it. Because like
Yeah.
I was very impatient when it comes to like getting my game console or the game I want. At the time, I was way younger, so I just wanted to get the console right away and be done with it. So even if the only color they had was pink, I would have bought pink. So
Yeah.
I bought black, and then let me see. And then the Cyclone 13 I got originally, I was trying to get the blue one, but didn't have no freaking black. I was no. They didn't have no blue. They have no blue, so I had to get the black one again. So I'm just like, okay, it's just it's a constant string of like they're like, oh, we know Ash loves blue, but let's mess with him. Let's have him just buy black for the rest of his life. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah. I get sick and tired of black. Like I debated on getting the microphone because they sell a there was a white version of this one. I was like, it's more expensive. There was a white version of something else that I got, and I got the black one because it's cheaper. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. There's something else, but yeah, if I can get white, like I try to get white as much as I can nowadays, at least. Like the PS5, I was one of those that I was happy it was white. The Series X, I would have loved it better if it was white. Funny enough, my MacBook Pro, I don't know why I decided to get space gray this time around. Once I got it, I regretted it, but I was too lazy to go ahead and do an exchange for the silver one. But yeah, that one's space gray.
Honestly, I like the space gray. I like the space gray look a lot. Actually, I don't know what it is. It just looks a lot cleaner compared to silver. I don't know.
I'm just tired of darker colors. Like
Fair.
yeah, having like
So you got something against me, bro? I mean, I can't do anything about this, man. I was born with this.
Funny.
What
When I bought my first MacBook, I actually got the black MacBook
Mm,
because they all came in white at
yeah,
the time. It was the only one that you could get in black, and I bought it in black.
yep.
Nice.
Macs were white for the longest time. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but usually if there's a purple color, I try to go for the purple color. Usually, there's sometimes I won't pick it. You're on mute, Bryant.
Rip.
Or you go for the blue color accidentally.
Oh, Ash.
No, you because
No,
because
he
like
means
you were
you,
showing.
because
Yeah.
your controllers look blue.
Oh, okay.
That would be a funny situation. This man thought that the device was actually purple, then he buys it.
This is purple. I promise you, it's purple. It's
someone,
this lighting.
someone needs to go over to his house and confirm this.
The white balance on this thing is not good. Like,
you got your eyes checked? Have you got a color check? Maybe.
I'm positive this is purple.
Yeah,
it's the same color as my shirt.
He got vision insurance. I think it's taken care of. I don't know. Like I think he's good.
Yeah, I need to adjust this white balance on this camera. It's not that great. One of these days, I'm gonna upgrade to just an actual camera.
I mean, it's a webcam, so what can you expect?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's better than what I had before. So.
Yeah.
Vita. I guess Vita would be the final one.
Funny enough, I never owned
it. Not when it came out. Only got it recently.
I mean, I got the PlayStation TV. It's not a portable, but it's still the Vita.
So. Yeah, we count the Game Boy player, then I would say count the PlayStation TV.
So.
Yep, I had a Vita as well. I think it came out in 2011. I think it was like March or February 2011. I think it came out.
Maybe. I know I was working at Best Buy at the time, so it would have been at least 2011 minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. I didn't get it at launch. I got it when Assassin's Creed Liberation came out, and I got the white Vita. Yeah. No,
what's really crazy about Vita is that it's like, just imagine like if it would have been so much more successful if it just would have used micro SD cards rather than the proprietary. Like I bet that's at least half the reason that it failed is because of those expensive proprietary memory cards.
Don't get me started on that crap, man. Like it's just Sony themselves killed their own handheld. That's literally what happened. And the thing
they
is,
did the same thing with the PSP because they had micro stick duo.
Yeah, that is true.
Those were proprietary. I thought those were like standard at the time.
Those were proprietary. No,
they were proprietary to
really?
Sony. Only Sony cameras.
Oh, to Sony products. Okay.
Yeah, Sony cameras and the PSP were the only thing that used it. They weren't as expensive because the cameras also use it. So like, that was not as bad. But like the Vita memory cards, it was only for the
specific. Vita. Yeah, Vita, which is dumb.
Yeah, I didn't get a bigger memory card till like years later. My wife found a good deal on eBay for a 32 gigabyte and a 16 gigabyte for like $40 or something like that. So I got both of them. I lost one of them, which I got upset because I had my Persona 4 Golden save data in it because I was swapping out the memory cards.
Damn.
Yeah, so
that's rough.
Yeah, I had to restart the whole game there, and I stopped. Like I did. I think the last thing I did was what's his name, Kanji's the bathhouse. And I just stopped. Like I was like, I don't want to do this all over again.
I understand.
Actually, no, I lied. I stopped at Risei because Risei I think is right after, right? I think it's
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I stopped. I stopped there, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm good. I've already played like 9,000 hours of this game. Yeah, so that's it with the portable handheld. So I do agree. I think it's the nostalgic factor of that, which goes into our first topic is Anbernic. Don't usually talk about emulation devices here. We usually like mention it briefly. But this one I really did want to talk about because this is something very interesting. Fan brought it up, and it's something I was eyeing for the longest. And I'm actually set on getting this. So I've been thinking about starting a video series called My Quest for the Perfect Companion to the Steam Deck. Because I'm looking for something that can give me enough power to play at least up to Wii games, but not as big as the Steam Deck
sidekick.
Yeah, like something like
James.
that. Yeah, what's up?
I already have the perfect idea for what the image of all the videos should be, like what the thumbnail should be. It should be the meme of the guy with the girl that's like looking at the girl like going past, and it's like while he's holding hands with his girlfriend. Like that'll be you with like different handhelds.
I mean, that's pretty much what it's gonna be because I'm gonna try out different handhelds, and I'm probably gonna do a surprise at the end of that series. But let's go ahead and look at the Anbernic RG Cube. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at this. This is pretty decent. I
already put my order in.
How much is it?
Yeah, it's right now. There's $10 off, so I think it's like $159 or $170 or $165 or something like that if you get it with a micro SD card.
Don't get it with the micro SD card.
That's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's actually decent for what they're showing off here. Because I'm like, I'm scrubbing through the video and stuff, and the performance is actually pretty good.
They do
that aspect ratio is weird.
It is weird.
It's a 1:1 aspect ratio, meaning it's a perfect cube, right, or a square, right? Hence the name RG Cube. Some pretty cool colors that come in. Ash's favorite color, right? You got white, which has the rainbow. Buttons, which I'm gonna get because
that's the one I got.
The one you got? Okay,
that's the one I got.
That one is what I'm looking at. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm probably gonna order it either tonight or tomorrow. But there's that one. There's a purple one, which I will not get that purple one. I'm not a big fan of that one. There's
It's not
funny.
really
There was
purple. It's more of like a fuchsia pink.
Yeah, it's ugly.
I think
That's
they call
so
it
ugly.
purple.
They call it purple. They call it
Yeah.
radiant purple, which does not look purple. Like
It's
it
not
looks
radiant or No, I
Like it
agree.
looks like a fuchsia color.
Which is
It looks like a
crazy.
KB Toys handheld.
So
That pink one.
It does, right? There was a purple that was shown in a lot of thumbnails that I guess was the first concept image, and it was purple of the GameCube, right? That dark purple.
Yeah,
And it had like the
full-on
GameCube
purple.
buttons, like so it had like the A button being green and then the B button being red, and then X and Y were gray, and it looked awesome. I was like, man, that was great. But I think they probably stopped doing that color because it being called RG Cube and it being the color of a GameCube maybe might grab too much Nintendo attention. But yeah, it's an Android based handheld, pretty strong. The same specs as the RG
556.
Yeah, 556, 556, meaning it can do light Switch emulation if you want to do Switch emulation, but definitely could do Wii and below for sure. It looks awesome, and the biggest thing is the size of it. It's actually pretty small. The aspect ratio is kind of weird because you will get black bars on pretty much every game at the top and the bottom, because it's not 4:3, right? So you won't get that outside of like Game Boy games that can scale to this. You're not gonna get a perfect aspect ratio, but the software that they have and all the little what would you call it? I guess themes behind it are pretty cool. If you play a Game Boy game, it's shrunk down, and then you have like where it says Game Boy at the bottom, kind of like a real Game Boy does. Game Boy Advance will have the same thing. So they have cool things to kind of fit. I don't know, what would you call that? Like themes, right? I feel like there's a different name for it.
I mean, like on
Like
the on the
borders?
like
Borders.
yeah,
there we
like
go.
on Emulation Station, like on the Emu deck, it does that
Yeah.
too. When you play like, it'll do like borders with like
On the
game
corners.
art on the sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
I like what they did with the 3DS and the DS.
Yeah,
Where
how
it
it
made
shows
it look
the-
like
Yeah.
it had the buttons and everything. It made it look like it was an actual 3DS.
Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and apparently like the emulators themselves have been kind of tweaked. I was watching a YouTube video. I don't remember who it was. I think the name of the channel is Retro Handhelds, just Retro Handhelds. And they were talking about how the stock version of Citra that they have on there, for whatever reason, performed better than Lime 3DS, which is interesting because on the Steam Deck, Lime 3DS performs better than the last update of Citra. So I'm assuming that Anbernic themselves did some tweaks to Citra on there, and maybe it's not the OG version of Citra, but rather a modified version of the OG Citra. But other than that, it looks great. Everybody that has tried it, they said they actually really like it. Battery life, you're getting about like anywhere from like 7 hours or so of battery life.
Yeah,
Seems pretty
7
good.
hours is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be able to play
is.
pretty much up to Wii. What do you guys think about this? Let's hear your thoughts, fan, because you pre-ordered it. What got you excited
Yeah,
about this?
I already ordered it because like I saw it. I'm like, man, that because I've been looking like I've been kind of like on the hunt for another handheld, and like I've been trying to find something just a little bit smaller than the Steam Deck, just like kind of like what you were doing, the smaller than the Ally, just something I can throw in the bag and just take with me. And the aspect ratio I thought was kind of interesting, just because you could play like vertical arcade games, you could play 3DS games and use both the screens at the same time versus the weird like full screen and like the tiny itty bitty little like touchscreen. You can stack it. Even though it's a small, like it shrinks it down, you can still stack it, but it's more ergonomic, than the 3DS, and it's 720p resolution. So
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, like the price point too. Like
yeah,
that's a huge.
it's very
Yeah.
reasonably priced.
Yeah, that's what I was shocked
mean,
about.
And you've got like a lot of good features. Like you still get the Hall effect joysticks. You still get gyroscope sensors. You get Hall triggers. You get USB-C to display. So if you want to
Yep.
hook it up to a TV, like
Yeah.
for what you get for the price with all those features, I'm like, it's kind of hard to turn down.
Yeah,
to be
that
honest.
impressed me a lot. That was something that kind of just surprised me for a bit.
Yeah.
Like the fact you just
Like
hooked
it's
it
as
up.
powerful as the RG556, but like 2/3 of the size.
Yep.
So I'm like,
Mm.
I mean, that's kind of not a bad deal.
What do you guys think, Ash and Bryant?
I mean, I'll start. So yeah, from what I'm seeing here, like I was just going through the whole 5 minute and 30-second video and stuff. Everything that we're running was just pretty much playing pretty damn smooth and stuff. And I think I'm on the same boat as you, James, when it comes to like finding a companion for the Steam OLED and stuff because I feel like the perfect portable system for me to like play all the games that I want to play is probably going to be the Steam OLED. But for this particular system, this is good for anybody that wants a system to be smaller but still somewhat powerful to play most games, right? So for me, for right now, I'm still going to pass on it and still going to try to aim for the OLED and see how I feel from there. If I need a smaller companion to the Steam OLED, I'll probably look at this again and stuff, and hopefully they will. Hopefully they're still making some of these things because based on what I'm looking at here, a lot of comments are based on the comments. They are really excited about this damn thing, and it will not surprise me one bit that this thing will sold out immediately. You know, so yeah, it looks like a really good system and stuff, and hopefully this company succeeds.
I
Good
mean,
stuff. Good stuff.
they make so many retro like handhelds.
Yeah. It's I mean, I've been considering a lot the Retroid Pocket, 4 Pro to be exact, because I mean, we have the conversation in Discord where fan says stuff, and I consider that a lot. I like the design of the Odin, and mainly the battery life was the biggest thing that I liked. But at one point I was actually gonna go ahead and be like, you know what, let me settle for the Retroid Pocket 4 because maybe I'm just overthinking it. And the real reason I was paying for that extra price is because I didn't want black. That was the real reason. Like if it would have came in a different color, I would have probably gotten the base model that's $299. But like the Retro Pocket 4 is $199 and kind of does everything. It's a little bit more powerful than this, but I don't know. There's something about the form factor, especially when you with DS games that I really do like. So we'll see if I get it. Brian, what about you? I know you're not really into the like emulation handhelds at all, but has this like got your attention at all or no?
Not really. Like, because if I were to emulate, I would just do it on my Steam Deck. Like, I totally get your reasoning, like wanting to have something that's a bit more portable than a Steam Deck. But if I were to get into it, I would just do my Steam Deck.
Okay.
But it looks cool though. Like, if I had one of these things that had like all of these games on it that I could just like throw around and bring with me everywhere, like, yeah, I totally get the appeal of that. Absolutely.
Yeah, 110%.
Don't worry. By the end of this year, Bryant will be a converted Retroid emulator person thingy. I don't know what you want to call it. We were gonna make him. Yeah, he's next thing you know, you see where all those amiibos are in the back. It's just gonna be a bunch of retro emulators. We'll have
get a picture of James tattooed on me or something like that.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. See? Even better.
Brian's gonna make a channel called Red Soul Deep in Retroid.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our main topic. Anyways, RG Cube, you can actually buy it right now. $10 off until what was it?
Only for 3 days. So in the
11th
for the next 2 days.
To the 11th at 3 a.m. Pacific time, so 6 p.m. Eastern or 6 a.m. Eastern.
When are they gonna ship these out?
Who knows?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because usually they do the pre-orders, and then I want to say shipments are usually like a week after.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I mean, it's technically not a pre-order because you're not pre-ordering it. You're basically just buying it.
That's true. Yeah. Did you get a ship date with your order?
Not yet, but I literally ordered it this morning. Like when the thing went live at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It's today. So I didn't order it until like 9 o'clock this morning.
Oh, okay.
Real quick before we get into the main topic, there's one thing that I just I don't know why I didn't bring it up earlier to talk about. But there is a small news item that's really bothering me. That's really annoying. Did you guys know that PlayStation Stars has been down for like 4 days now?
Oh yeah, you didn't mention that. Yeah.
Well, what's PlayStation? Oh, you did. Didn't you mention that last live stream? I think
yesterday.
Or what?
Like it's really annoying because like I have like 4 items in my cart right now, and I really want to check out, but that's probably several dollars worth of points that I'd be leaving on the table if I didn't buy it with PlayStation Stars turned on. And like they're saying that it's Yeah, they're saying it's
Okay.
under investigation or whatever, but like, guys, your state of play sale is going to end, or not state of play, days of play sale is going to end on the 12th.
That's
It just
probably
feels kind
why.
of, yeah, it feels kind of bamboozly or something like that. Like they're doing
Well,
this on purpose.
Oh,
well,
don't worry, it's
they better
dang.
extend the dates or something.
You'd hope, you'd hope.
You know.
So
just
yeah,
saying.
it really irritates me because like you can start a mission. So like for example, if I did this one already, but like they had a thing where it was like if you buy Rise of the Ronin with this mission started, then you get like an extra 250 coins, and that's like 250, like $2.50 like off a game in the future, and like that
Oh,
kind of
that's
stuff
cool.
adds up. And it's like, dude, like I want to get my rewards for buying these games, and it's pathetic that they still haven't fixed this. Like
Yeah.
anyway,
I mean, it could
Wow.
be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like they did it on purpose because they knew a lot of people
yeah,
were going to be spending money, and they're like, we're
yeah.
going to be giving away too much free money on top of these sales.
It's
And
a very
imagine
Hey,
cynical
Nintendo did that.
viewpoint,
Yeah,
hey, they
right?
they did this to themselves. Honestly, they're the ones who set up the rules. Y'all play the game, and they're like, you know what? Well, they know the game too much now. So that's literally what happened.
It's a very
Ima-
cynical viewpoint, but right now I kind of have that viewpoint.
yeah,
Yeah.
imagine if Nintendo did that with the gold coins that you could earn on the
Yeah.
Switch. Like,
It's similar to that, yeah.
yeah, I had a lot of those gold coins for Switch at one time, and then I got the Steam
And then
Deck.
you spent them.
No, then I
Oh,
got the
okay.
Steam Deck. Well, I did spend it. The last time I spent them all was on Advance Wars, which I was very disappointed in because I didn't finish it. I thought it was whack. I don't know. I'm not.
The
I
art
love
style wasn't great.
I think part of it's the art style, but the game itself, I just think I don't know. It's not as good as Unicorn Overlord or Fire Emblem, or anything like that, or Front Mission, or Final Fantasy Tactics, or even Triangle Strategy, which I mean, how can I put it? I dropped off of Triangle Strategy, but then got back into, and like I appreciate a lot more. After replaying it, I just stopped because I don't know. I started playing something else. But anyways, I just couldn't get into Advance Wars. It's not that great, and it probably won't come back because sales didn't do that too hot with that one as well. All right, moving along to our main topic, and that's Summer Game Fest. I was gonna say something else instead of Summer Game Fest, but I was like, that's very disrespectful, so I won't say that because, it wasn't that great. We live streamed it. Me, Bryant, Ash.
How does that work?
I wouldn't
Fan was at work.
say like that, fan. I wouldn't say like that, fan. You
should have been like,
miss
how was I?
you
Oh.
missed nothing.
I watched the live replay of it.
Yeah.
I know I didn't miss a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
We all watched
And
it.
if anything,
But-
it's called Summer Snooze Fest. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It was not that great.
mean,
like
I wouldn't
Go
really
ahead.
call it a fest. Just like
A really
summer
sad
of-
retirement party.
summer of, hey, here's some stuff coming out.
I guess, yeah.
I just have
Yes.
one complaint about it. Okay, I just want to get this out there. Not enough Monster Hunter Wilds footage.
Yes, I was gonna actually open up with that. Like your favorite thing was shown, and I know how angry you were that we didn't get more Monster Hunter Wilds, but
Yeah, man.
it was there. But speaking of Monster Hunter Wilds, the cool thing about this announcement, which could have been a press release, was that they announced crossplay, which is awesome because Rise doesn't have crossplay, nor does Worlds, and I think especially a game like this, crossplay should have been a given. And it's nice to see more games like this have crossplay. Like for me, I like that notion a lot more because I have multiple systems. My kids mainly play on PlayStation. Well, I have my oldest who plays on PS5. My second oldest plays on Xbox. And of course, I usually buy my games on Steam Deck or PC. But now I buy Wilds and they buy Wilds. We can all play together. I don't have to worry about like, oh, well, now I have to build another PC so you guys can play with me or something like that. No, they can play on their consoles and I can play on my PC, which is awesome. That was kind of cool. Another, maybe not highlight, but I thought it's something worth mentioning was that Valorant is coming to console. I'm a Valorant fan. I haven't played in a while, in a bit, but I do enjoy Valorant, and it's nice to see that it's coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. There's a beta that you can play on the 14th of June, if you're into that, and I believe Valorant's also cross-play as well, which I don't know how they're gonna do that. I guess if they support mouse, you will get in a lobby with mouse players because this is a game that's really precise, and
Yeah,
if
really
you're using a
competitive,
controller,
too.
you will lose.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be very interesting to see how that.
It's free to
plays
play,
out.
right?
Valorant
Yeah,
is
it's
free to play. Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. If you like, it's like a cross between CS:GO and like Overwatch. So you have like heroes that have special abilities, but then the gameplay and the fighting is more like CS:GO, where it's very tactical. Like you have to know the maps, you have to know the positions, and you have to go in as a team versus, just
Yeah.
Overwatch. You just go in, die, respawn, and go back. They don't do that.
Um, what do you
Mhm.
download it on? Like, is it like its own launcher or
Its
something?
own thing. It's not a launcher. It's its own like. You just go to like
It's
Valorant's
its own
website and
independent
download it.
executable
Okay,
file.
Yeah.
cool. I
Like
might
there's
try it.
actually no launcher.
Hmm.
But yeah, on PC you have to have you have to also download their freaking what was it, rear guard or whatever it's called, Valiant
Yeah.
Guard or something,
Riot Guard. Yeah.
Riot Guard.
But
Yeah,
some people don't like because it is very intrusive because it
Yeah,
has to
it's
be
another
on all
anti-cheat.
the time.
Mm.
But like,
Now,
here, go ahead.
it's
just
just an
be
anti-cheat thing. So
Brian, just be weary of the community. They are kind of toxic, and
Oh,
be saying kind of.
I'd mute voice chat. I don't mess with that crap.
Here's the problem: is that with this kind of game, you have to
Oh.
communicate with others and stuff to know precisely where their ops is at and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could play it without voice, but it'll be more of a disadvantage and stuff. So that's why I wanted to give that warning out to you, because there are some, yeah, mainly kids in there that are just so freaking brain rot dead when it comes to like mannerisms and crap, man. Just want to throw that out there. That's all it is.
Power World is getting a big patch. If you're still playing Power World, if you're still
haven't even
into that.
started it. So
I haven't even bought it yet. So
played it on Game Pass, and I'm glad I played it through Game Pass because, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Party Animals is getting a cart mode, which is cool. I play Party Animals. Ash, I think you said you tried it, right?
no,
Or
it
you
was
don't?
game. Party Animals remind me of Game Beast. I haven't played Party
Okay.
Animals yet, so yeah.
Yeah, Party Animals pretty cool. Like I played it with my kids. We had some fun. There was this one cool like level where, or like not level, but like game mode is where you have to control an arcade, and the way it is like you're these animals. The movement's very much like Gang Beast. It's very what do you call that? There's a specific name.
Ragdoll.
Yeah, ragdoll physics basically. So it's
Yeah.
very ragdoll, but then you go to the arcade and then the gameplay switches from you being there to like a 2D game, and you have to go and play through the arcade game.
Oh
and,
yes.
and basically the way it works is like the first person to complete a level in the arcade win, or the first team to complete a level in the arcade wins. But while you're playing the game, the other team can go ahead and beat you up and get you off the arcade machine, so that you can't play the game. Very cool like genres. They had like a soccer one that's pretty cool. There's just a normal fighting one. There's just one where you have to throw cannons to the other side. That was kind of cool. Or you can throw each other to the other side. So
Oh, that's
very
cool.
very fun party game. I highly recommend it. It is fun for sure. It's free on Game Pass. I assume it's on Steam. Never really checked, but I assume it's on Steam. I don't know if it's on any other console, but it's fun nonetheless. And if you have access to it, I definitely would give it a try. New World it looks like it's like an expansion, and it's coming to consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X on October 15th. Let me see. I don't remember what Hyper Light Breaker was. That one
it's
game?
It's basically Hyper Light, that game
Yeah.
Hyper Light, right?
Yeah.
But it's more like action with co-op because you can have two people play with you.
Okay, gotcha.
Because when I saw the trailer, I'm like, man, this game, like the art style looks exactly like Hyper
Yeah.
Light, and then I lo and behold, it's like Hyper Light Breakers. I'm like, oh, that's why.
So I
It
might
is
have
Hyper Light.
missed that one. It might have been one of the times that I walked out on there, so I might have missed
It
that.
it didn't look bad. I mean, it was just like hack and slash, shooting guns,
Yeah.
just action adventure, but co-op.
Okay. Early access comes late summer. Alan Wake 2, Night Springs DLC, and also a physical version coming out, which is pretty cool. DLC comes out June 8th, which is what, today? Yeah. So it should be out
The
already.
game that I wish I liked so much more than I do.
The finals is going to Kyoto, so it's an update for that coming June 13th. The game that I thought we were the only people that thought that we got tricked by this trailer, but apparently a lot of people on Twitter felt the same way. Battle Aces. If you remember that art style, that animation, it looked like they were like in the Ghost in the Shell type like robots and shooting and stuff like that. and we're like, oh wow, this looks pretty cool. What type of game is it? What type of game is it? And it turned out to be an RTS game. A lot of people were saying the same exact thing. Was that like the animation looked cool, but then when you get to the gameplay, you're like, what is this? Like this is not what I was expecting.
Yeah, Kind of Funny had a clip of that reaction. Like it was like him and another dude. Like
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, this trailer looks sick. Like it's like, oh, this looks really cool." And then they showed the game and like, why are they doing this? This should be against the law. Like,
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Big bait and switch. Like I said, it felt like a bait and switch, and a lot of people were saying the same thing. It was hilarious. I think like Tom Henderson, I was reading his tweet where he said it should be illegal to like to do stuff like that. But there's that Dune Awakening. I guess it just showed off like it's an alternate history or something like that. That's the MMO, the Dune MMO. Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, which launches October 25th, showed off more Shadow stuff, which is pretty cool. They also announced, which wasn't in the trailer, they did announce that in the Shadow mode, they have an open zone similar to like Sonic Frontiers. So there is a huge hub. The way it looks like, because there is a leaked screenshot out there, that in Sonic, has everybody here played Sonic Generations at all?
Yes, and I love it so much.
Okay. So you know how when you before you choose a level, you're like it's side scrolling, right? And then everything's white, and you beat a level, and then it gets filled with color. So Shadow's world of that is the same thing. Everything is white. You beat a level, and it goes color, but it's in the style of Sonic Frontier. So it's a giant open zone. So when you beat a level, that whole level goes into color, but then you can explore that whole area, and then you move on to the next set. So like there's the past levels that you have to do, plus this brand new open zone area that you have to do, which is kind of cool. So I'm actually surprised because I was just expecting like in my head I'm like Shadow doesn't have that many levels. He's only in Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, and Sonic.
He had his own game.
Oh, he has Shadow the Hedgehog as well, I guess. Yeah, there's that. But if they're only gonna pull, let's say like one level per game, that's what if you count his own game, that's 4 games, right? Adventure 2. Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog in 06. Yeah, it's only 4 games. So, it's kind of nice to see that they added this whole other area for Shadow, which is pretty cool. I'm hyped about it. I can't wait to play that. Is everybody here getting Sonic Cross Shadow or Sonic Shadow Generation, whatever the official name is?
Day one. Freaking day freaking one, bro. I am ready, bro. That was like the most exciting thing one of the most exciting things I ever saw from Summer Games Fest, along with the Sparking Zero whatevs, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and these were things that we already knew about, mind you. This wasn't kind of new information.
Yeah.
We were looking forward towards like new IPs and possible like re-releases or remasters from some of these companies, but we didn't get that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I don't know.
No, I agree with that. I agree with everything you said there. I'm excited for it. I don't know why Shadow doesn't get the love it gets. Like now it's getting it because he's coming out in a new movie. But it's like
and he's played by Keanu Reeves too. Everybody loves Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, exactly. Which I thought makes sense, right?
I thought he always got love.
Well, yeah. No, but I'm saying like it made sense. Like everybody wanted Jason Griffith to be Shadow. Which would have been nice too. Like I would have liked that, but we kind of knew they were gonna choose a Hollywood star. Over.
Yeah, I mean they had freaking Idris Elba played Knuckles.
Yeah. They have I forgot what her name is, but the voice actress to Tails is still the voice actress in the movie for Tails.
I think it's Colleen Shanahasi or whatever her name is. I gotta look that one up. That's a name.
But she's still the voice actress to Tails. So very interesting there. Among Us TV show got a sneak peek, so if you're excited about that, cool. Yeah. Among Us developer also launched the Outer Slough. The First Descendant got a July 2nd release date.
What is up with First Descendant?
It's like Destiny, but in third person. Like that's what it looks like.
I mean, I was looking at it, I'm like, am I looking at a different game? This looks like Stellar Blade for like a second.
I mean, it's Nexon. It's so they're Korean based, so I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know. Like it's the art style because it also looks like what's the other game? Black something. Black Desert. Yeah.
Black Desert, yeah.
Yeah, it has similar art style. I mean, it's the art style.
Or Blade and Soul.
Yeah. Blade and Soul. Yep.
Another Korean.
Yeah, because they all have that similar art style. I mean, all those games we mentioned, they're all Korean based, and they all do have similar art style. Um,
Talking about
let's
Black
see.
Myth Wukong.
Yes, Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, I was gonna skip all these.
Yeah, I know. For the
games
longest
here.
time, you were saying this game is not real.
Yep. I was telling them that. I said for the longest time, this is not a real game. I'm not even gonna be bothered. Well, yeah, official release date, which was showed off earlier this year, but they showed off a new trailer. That's coming out. Where's the release date on this thing? August something. Of course, it doesn't show it here. They're just talking about the $400 collector's edition that's available August 20th. So I'm excited for it. Like Black Myth Wukong looks great. It's a day one pick for me. Probably day one, I would say. I won't say exactly I will get it day one. Who knows what I might be doing on that day. But yeah, it looks cool. Are you picking it up, fan, day one?
Oh yeah, I'm picking up for sure. Just because I grew up with that story, Journey to the West.
Yeah.
Like, I
Journey to the
grew up
West.
with that.
It's a good story. It's a fun story.
Yeah. I like when they turn
So.
Super Saiyan and everything too. Yeah, no, just kidding. If nobody gets the reference, Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball was based off Journey to the West, hence Sun
Yeah, I
Punch.
knew that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Flying Nimbus. Yeah. Power Pole.
His extending staff.
Yep. All that was.
I watched the like Chinese drama that got dubbed into Vietnamese, and
Mhm.
that's what I watched growing up.
Yeah, this looks great, but $400 for a collector's edition is crazy. That doesn't give you a physical game. That doesn't give you a physical game. It's just a code.
Oh yeah, you're
in the
right.
box.
You're right. And man, I don't want to bring this up, bro, because like especially with the whole Alan Wake 2 thing they brought up, like hyping it up, saying, "Hey, listen, we're finally getting physical.
Mhm.
Clap, guys, clap." I'm like, bro, that should have been normal already. What are you talking about, man? Like, God, jeez, like
I mean,
I don't want to get to a point where we're hyping physical copies of games now.
Yeah.
It was already bad that certain
mean-
companies were hyping that, hey, we're finally getting you're gonna get an actual game manual with your physical copy. Are you excited? I'm like, bro, we did this before.
To be fair, I feel like we already been there, right? Because like limited run games always hyped up physical copies for games that are digital only.
Yeah.
Like Sea of Stars is most recent, right? Like, and you get it, they're indie devs, right? So they probably don't have the money or the
Yeah, because you have to pay the guy to make the actual carts,
Mhm.
the cases, the artwork, printing, shipping, distribution. Like it cuts out all that into their revenue, like what
Yep.
they make. So going digital for like indies, I get, and like, hey, we sell enough, it gets popular enough, we'll release it physical so you guys can actually own a physical copy.
That
It's
I
just
agree.
logistically, like they can't like afford to do that because all their
Look-
money and resources go into creating the game.
Would you consider Game Science, which is the developers for Black Myth Wukong, would you consider them indie? Because they're not owned by any big corporation. They're independent.
Aren't
True.
Sony funding their development though?
No. Yeah, Sony's not funding them yet because it was announced PC for the longest time, like PC only,
Yeah,
and then consoles got
was.
announced very recent.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just a Chinese developer.
I guess
I
you can
mean-
call them
Oh wait,
indie,
hold
I
up!
guess.
I lie. It's PC launch, Xbox Series X. Oh, PC and PS5. I'm sorry, Series X and S will come later. That's what it is.
Yeah. I would probably say they're an indie. I mean,
Mhm.
they're not a small studio. They have a huge team, but they're independent,
Yeah.
on their own.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I think I'm like skewing the
They
definition
just,
of an indie. If anything.
they just probably were able to like, hey, found a lot of other smaller developers or coders and like, hey, let's just all group together and build this game.
Well, yeah, because if you remember, their first trailer of the game was
It
only
looked
like a
good.
concept. It was like
Yeah.
concept. It wasn't exact. This wasn't, again, at that time, it wasn't a real game. But then everybody
That's
liked
true.
it so much, they turned it into a game. And then their next few trailers after that, at the end, said now hiring or looking for developers and stuff like that. So it turned into a game over time. So yeah, I think, yeah, I would say they're independent because they're only Game Science. They're not a huge company. They're not part of like Tencent or something like that, right? That's Chinese based. They're their own thing. So I would say they're indie.
Which, depending on how well this game like sells, I would not be surprised if Tencent went in and bought them.
But yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The standard edition though, $60. So it's not a $70 game. It's a $60 game. So that's kind of cool.
Which isn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all.
But yeah, I'm excited. A lot of people have played the demo already, and they said the demo's great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff.
So
Hopefully they're not sponsored or anything like that. But yeah, it's good stuff.
yeah, I mean, well, if they're paid people, if people are paid to say it was great, then that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But it looked good. Like from the trailers and everything, it looks pretty good. While we're on the topic of Black Myth Wukong and Son Goku, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero got an October 11th release date with a season pass and all that other good stuff. We kind of knew there was going to be a season pass. They showed off Ultra Instinct Goku.
I would not be surprised. Like I wasn't surprised at all because I'm like, bro, I know if they lost the opportunity to do a season pass, like they will be kicking themselves in the foot, bro. I'm just saying. I'm like, that's all. But yeah, overall, fun freaking it's just a what ifs thing. I'm glad they brought that back.
Great. Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad they brought that back. I just can't wait for that.
Same here. I do like how they're gonna give you the what is. It gives you like a lot of replay value, right? So you can complete it at how the story did the story, and then you can complete it a different way, which is nice. Like one of them was Vegeta and Trunks doing a father son
Final Flash.
Was it Final Flash?
It looked
like Final Flash. Yeah,
it did because I saw Trunks. He said Final Flash at the end.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
in the trailer,
yeah, so Final Flash, which makes better sense than Gallic Gun since they do a father son Gallic Gun to Goku Black.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know, Brian. You're the #1 DBZ fan here, so
yeah, absolutely, man. We'll definitely outclass us in knowledge, but
I didn't want to embarrass you guys, you know.
My little Trunks here. Yep. Ponytail Trunks too. It's got to be Ponytail Trunks.
Ponytail Trunks to me, but Ponytail Trunks.
Saga Trunks, right?
Yep. Yeah. Cell Saga. Ponytail. This is basically the same stance he had when Vegeta was fighting Cell. He was just standing like this the whole time.
I think it's a little off of that pose. It's close, but it's not quite.
Oh yeah. Expert Bryant here watches Dragon Ball YouTube channel. He's got
Geekdom comes to me for advice.
Honestly, straight up, that Ponytail Trunks is the best Trunks, hands down. Like they had an opportunity to keep that, but they just lost it. You know.
Yep. So half of my hair is inspired by Trunks, right? Ponytail Trunks. I got my ponytail here.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
No, I always said it the whole time. It's like I want to look like Trunks. That's what I want to do. Like I would do the hair part like how he did, but then it gets in my face, which is
man. What's stopping you from cosplaying?
I could, right? I just gotta dye my hair purple. There we go.
You can have your wife cosplay as Mai.
There we go. Yeah, perfect.
There
we go. Oh man, no, I'm excited. When I was a
kid, I wanted.
What's up?
I was gonna say when I was a kid, I wanted to look like Knuckles for some reason, and like my mom had to explain to me like why that just wasn't gonna happen.
What do you mean I can't be red? I can't have.
Why can't I have dreadlocks?
Large Knuckles, yeah, dreadlocks. Oh man, I mean, technically you could just buy hair, put on a There you go. You can be Knuckles.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I wouldn't get made fun of at all. Yeah. No problem.
You wouldn't? No. Come on, man. Like
the nerds wouldn't, but the normies will. That's pretty much.
I think the nerds might even make fun of me for that.
I mean, I see a white person with dreadlocks. I mean, it's not.
That's true. It's not unseen.
That's true.
Yeah. I've seen it done before. I mean, yeah, it works.
Co-op beat 'em up. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind was announced. That was pretty awesome. It looked great. The art style looked great, and the cutscenes kind of look weird. Like, I wasn't a fan of the art style for the cutscenes, but man, it just looks like so much gameplay variety. Like, it looks like Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, but on steroids. Like, here's this, but better. And I'm excited for it. It looks like it's 5 players, so you can play as all 5 Rangers. I'm kidding you not. There's one sequence where it showed all the colors and it showed a green color, but that space was empty. I guarantee you they're gonna add the green
DLC
there. Yeah, maybe DLC, or it could be unlockable. Because remember when Shredder's Revenge was announced, it was only the Turtles, and then they announced April, Neo, Splinter, and Casey Jones, and I think that was it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then now they got the DLC where you can get Usagi and a couple other people, I think.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure the Green Ranger is gonna be there. I see it,
man.
Like in that trailer, I'm telling you, rewatch the trailer. There's a scene that shows like they're like carts or something like that, and it has all the Ranger colors, and then there's a green one there that's just empty. So like they're gonna add it, but that looks pretty awesome. Everybody stoked for that one?
Yes, that would be day one for sure. Like I loved the original Power Rangers as a kid. Like the Blue Ranger was my favorite because he was like nerdy and blue was my favorite color. And
The Black
yeah,
Ranger was
that
actually my favorite.
yeah,
Zach, I love Zach with his
Zach, yeah.
dancing moves and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, it's really and that's crazy. Is like didn't like I want to say Jason, Zach, and they leave? Didn't they like leave because they weren't getting paid well enough or something like
Yeah,
that? Anyway, that's all our topic.
yeah, Jason, Zach, they
Yeah,
left
they
because of
left.
pay,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then was it we got Rocky, Adam,
hmm
and
wow, you
Aisha
remember
who
this?
came in. Oh, I remember it. Yeah,
Wow,
I was a huge
dang,
Power Rangers
dude.
nerd, man. I was deep in like when I first heard when I first watched Bleach and heard Ichigo's voice right away, I was like, that's Adam from Power Rangers. Looked it up, and sure enough, it was Johnny Young Bosch. Like right away, because I was a Power Rangers nerd. The minute I heard that voice, like
Did you
I know that
see?
voice.
Did you see Secret of the Ooze in theaters like I did?
I did. I did.
Not Secret of the Ooze, Ivan Ooze. What's it called? It was just
No,
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the
no, that
movie, and then
Secret
it
of
had
Ooze
Ivan
is
Ooze in it.
yeah, that's what it is.
Teenage
Yeah,
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
Ninja Turtles is Secret
Same
of the Ooze,
thing.
but there's
Ooze
Ivan
in there.
Ooze.
Yeah, Ivan Ooze is
Yeah,
in there.
90s were all about ooze, man. I'm telling you.
That is true. That movie was great. Like I love the opening when they're skydiving and then they start rollerblading everywhere. Oh, that was amazing. I remember I wanted to because I used to rollerblade a lot, like which was funny. Like I'll rollerblade a lot, and like I was a big time rollerblader, I guess you could say. So that whole sequence was like, oh man, it's just for me. Like
I will say
The
I was
Mighty Ducks
disappointed that
route, too.
Ninjor was not in the movie.
yeah, Ninjor was not in the movie. Ninjor was added later on in the cartoon because the movie came first, and then the movie was like it's almost like it's non-canon.
The movie
'cause-
was its own thing because we know forever
I say
Power
cartoon, the
Rangers
TV series. I mean,
Power Rangers they rip off of the
Yep.
Sentai like Super Sentai from
Super Sentai.
From Japan. They just a lot of the fight stuff they even just like use the same exact scenes because
yeah.
the parent company owned or they bought the rights to use it. So Ninja was only in like the Japanese thing for when it first came out, and then when they started like incorporating the ninja aspect into Power Rangers, they're like, okay,
came over.
we can't cut him like came over, but still, because he came out well before the movie did. Ninja was in Japan
over
well
here,
before the
yeah.
movie. Over
That's
here,
true,
yeah,
that's
but
true, yeah.
like he was in Japan well before, so they could have included him. They
Yep.
just didn't, which I'm like, man.
My brother had the Ninjor toy, and I remember the Ninjor was always the bad guy, while my Goku and Gohan figures would beat up Ninjor. So,
Which is weird because does he transform into like
yep, he had like a different like a samurai
like a helmet,
looking, yeah, because he was a ninja, and then he would transform into like a samurai,
like a shogun like samurai type thing, which is weird because the Zords were the Shogun Zord,
yep,
which completely different. Well, I mean, I guess if you think of it in the aspect as like a lot of ninjas
well, they had two
for a master.
Zords, yeah, because they had the ninja Zords, and then the Shogun Zord was like the upgraded version of it. Yeah.
But if you think in the aspect of like a shogun's like the emperor, like the boss, right? Ninjas typically serve a master, so like I guess it kind of works in the aesthetics of it.
Oh man, I remember.
All right, we're ranting along too much on this.
We are. Did anybody play
Power
that?
Rangers, though.
Yeah. Did anybody play that Power Rangers fighting game where you play as the Megazords?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought we talked about that. I recommended you guys to play that Game Gear game.
Oh, the game. That's right. You got the Game Gear one. Yeah.
I played the Game Gear one.
I had the Super Nintendo one, and that one had. I don't think it had the Shogun Sword, but it had the Ninja one. But that was kind of cool because you had like the normal or the original like original Power Ranger over here, right? Megazord. You had the Thunder Zord. You had that Ninja one. There's some other ones, but anyways, I would play that nonstop. It was great. Love that game. But yeah, sidetrack. Power Rangers game looks pretty cool. Awesome. Definitely picking up day one. Everybody else excited for that?
It'd be a fun like party game to play.
Yeah, I'll pick it up if you guys will. So
yeah, that would be a nice co-op game to play together. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be perfect.
Definitely.
Like I'm still playing the TMT one every once in a while, just on my own, just so because you level up. You know, I want to max level all my characters. I got Donnie at 10. I got Leonardo at 10. I'm working on like Raph and like Michelangelo right now. So I'm trying to max them all out.
I guess the last thing I'm gonna talk about, and I'll let you guys choose whatever else you want, which I think is kind of big news, is Lego Horizon Adventures, which actually looks pretty good. Like, I'm not a big Horizon fan, but I would probably pick this up and play this because it was very fun. Something that you can play co-op. It's coming out on PC, PS5, and Nintendo Switch, and it's crazy how that got every Nintendo Switch trending on Twitter, and that's pretty much the biggest thing people are talking about. It's not about Lego Horizon Adventures, but that Lego Horizon Adventures is also coming to Nintendo Switch day one, a Sony IP coming to Nintendo Switch day one. And people were like, "Oh, it's just a Lego game," and everybody's like, "Well, you don't see Mario Minecraft coming to all consoles. That's only available on Nintendo Switch." So, I think that's pretty interesting to see. And I've seen some funny thumbnails and memes of Nintendo won the console war, and that's it. Nintendo finally has won. But all jokes aside, looks pretty cool. I'm excited to play, and I might pick it up on Nintendo Switch just to put it on Nintendo Switch and say I have a
Just
Sony
the novelty
game.
of it.
Yeah, just to say I have a Sony
true.
game on my Switch. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What do you guys think about Lego Adventures? Horizon Adventures, sorry.
It looks cool.
It opens the door to
Yeah.
other IPs following the same formula.
Absolutely.
Lego?
Yeah.
Lego.
Yeah.
Last of Us?
Because they have like Batman, Harry Potter,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But those are like movie IPs, right?
Mhm.
It opens the door for like other like gaming IPs to
Mhm.
kind of follow that same. Like you can just imagine freaking Lego Kratos, God of War, Lego
Oh, God.
Adventures,
On the Switch. That'd be
On the-
nuts.
That would
and,
be
like,
crazy.
and it's Lego, so he could literally rip pieces apart.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, actually. Yeah, Lego Last of Us, right? Imagine that. It'd be interesting.
Starting to get a little dark, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Lego Jurassic Park? They tried the dark stuff. They tried to put a spin to make it funny.
Yeah.
So they might do that. Who knows? But yeah, it's cool that they're doing it. I'm sure Sony got some type of deal like with Legos to kind of make it work, and I think that's just going to open the door
Mhm.
for other IPs to do the exact same thing, depending on how well it goes.
Yeah. What if
So if
Astro
it sells
Bot comes
well-
out later on Nintendo Switch too? Can you imagine
Yeah.
that?
It's so Sony specific though. They have like
Yeah.
PlayStations and like Dual Senses and stuff like that. Like I don't know
Yeah.
if that would come on Switch.
Yeah,
I mean,
because a lot of the
If it was
controls just,
generic, maybe, but
yeah.
sense specific. Like you would need like the dual
Yeah.
sense to play the game.
That too.
Well, I mean, did they say they're gonna have specific dual sense features on this
I
one?
mean, didn't
I don't see
didn't
them taking
don't they
stuff
use-
away from
Yeah.
Playroom.
Yeah, because they
You'd be
use all the playroom
surprised.
stuff.
You'd be surprised. I mean, 3DS used to have a lot of like stuff, and then like newer versions of said game would come out. Or Wii U is a good example where you would had to use the Wii U gamepad for certain things, and then later versions of games they just eliminated that in general. So it's possible there could be a more dumbed down version, because usually when a game first comes out, they have a game that uses all the features, but then when they realize that nobody's using the features, then they just like go ahead and make it more basic. So, but who knows? Who knows? We'll never know. But yeah, I think that's everything worth mentioning. I lie. There's one more thing, and that is Terry and M Bison and
Oh yeah.
I was so
Rider.
pissed. Okay, all right. So when I saw
Uh-oh.
that, I'm like,
Fans about to be
Capcom
unleashed.
versus
Let's
SNK,
get it.
like new Capcom versus SNK game, please.
True.
New
Valid
Capcom
reaction.
And like I
Valid
saw that, I'm like,
reaction.
no, just DLC for more characters for Super Street Fighter 6. No.
Oh man, what's funny is a lot of people that I've talked to have said the same thing, that they were hoping for a new Capcom versus SNK game, and it wasn't.
Well, I mean, I think that this DLC is pretty much testing the waters at this point, and if the,
I mean,
if the,
they're
if
coming
see-
out their own Fatal Fury game.
yeah, that, and
Yep.
then like
Pretty
if season 2 does well for them, obviously, then they'll probably reuse those funds to make another Capcom SNK game. I think that that's what they're trying to aim for.
I mean, honestly, a Capcom versus SNK would benefit SNK more than Capcom, because since Street Fighter is more popular than ever, it would get people to play, this game, and then also see these SNK characters, and then be like, oh, what else do they have here? And it doesn't have to be just Fatal Fury, right? You can have the guys from like Guilty Gear, or not Guilty Gear, I'm sorry, Metal Slug. The guys from Metal Slug join in and have fighting, right? Just kind of like Marvel
Yeah.
vs. Capcom. So it'll be a very
King of
interesting game.
Fighters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, King of
Really
Fighters.
random thing.
Samurai spirits.
When you guys look at Fan, does it look like, because of the design that's on his shirt, it looks like he has a ponytail going down like
Oh
the
yeah,
right
I know what you
side?
mean, like right here.
Doesn't it
Yeah.
kind of look like a greasy ponytail? It's like, seriously.
Yeah, no, that's the
I
Zelda
mean,
shirt,
my
right?
hair is starting to get long again, so like,
Isn't that the Zelda shirt?
it is the Zelda shirt.
Yeah, because like I
Yeah,
said, that's
that's cool.
Link
Yeah.
catching Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Or
the
not
Zelda
catching.
shirt.
Yeah, the unique little Zelda shirt. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm excited for that one too. Yeah. What were you guys' favorite part of Summer Game Fest, if any?
I think it was the Sparky Zero What Ifs. Like because like me playing the old Tenkai EG games back then, those what ifs were always fun to look at, and then like the fact they brought it back into a modern game to make me so happy. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Spark Zero
Like,
looks cool. Sonic Shadow Generations.
Yes, that's
like more
that
information.
too.
That was great.
Release date too. Even though it
Monster Hunter
leaked, like, a day
Wilds.
earlier. Yeah.
Black Myth Wukong.
Phantom
Power
Blade
Rangers. Pretty
Zero.
much a lot of the things that we talked about was like all the highlights.
Yeah.
Everything else is kind of like, I actually, when I was watching the stream, re-recorded the replay. I was hitting L on my keyboard a lot to skip through.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this doesn't look interesting. I'm keep going past this.
Yeah.
The
Honestly,
gameplay they showed of like Phantom Blade Zero was like kind of cool, but
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. It is
And then tomorrow we have
Phantom Blade
Xbox.
Zero just looks like another Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's true. It does. Bryant, I know your favorite thing was Monster Hunter Wilds, but anything else that you like more than that?
Just Power Rangers. I mean, the Street Fighter characters were cool. It's really interesting. Like, I think I made a point on this on the stream yesterday that like Mai was shown as like winter 2025 is like the last character, but if you go on Steam right now, or I went on Steam earlier today, it actually showed Mai as the third to last character, and it was
Elena.
Elena was the last one, but they changed the verbiage of when they're coming. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah.
interesting.
I was
I
actually
like
looking at that
I like how
too.
you're on top of that. That's funny.
I did see that. Somebody mentioned that to me today, and I was like, really? Let me see.
Okay.
I think it's important to get that
Yeah.
said. Okay, let's see.
two.
Yeah, okay, so M. Bison Summer 2024, Terry
Okay.
Autumn 2024, Mai Winter 2025, and then Elena Spring 2025. So that means that Mai is going to probably be like
June or
November to
January.
January or something.
Yeah.
of
That actually
this
makes sense
year.
now. Okay.
And then Elena will be like March to May or something like that. And that makes that's so much better, because before it said like, because they had them listed chronologically, and Winter 2025 was the last one, so it made it seem like it was going to be like December 2025.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was like,
Maybe they
damn,
meant, like,
bro, that scene's gonna be long, man.
Winter like end of Q like 4.
Right,
Basically,
of 2025. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they the way they had it listed was chronological, and then I'm guessing they must have fixed that because the
Thank
Steam
God.
listing looks a lot closer to what I would assume it would
They
be.
probably
Honestly, I'm surprised.
They
What'd you
probably
say?
should have put winter 2024 to
Slash 25.
slash 2025,
Yeah.
so that way like
Mhm.
they can break that confusion. But I can totally understand that confusion on that.
Yeah.
That is a little weird wording on why they did that.
I mean, maybe we don't know what hemisphere they're talking about, right? Yeah, I mean, we could have been thinking that it could be winter 2025. That would have been right now, right in the southern hemisphere is winter technically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
But I was disappointed in it. Xbox is tomorrow. I'm hoping there's at least something that is gonna be really exciting. And then finally, if Xbox is the next time, I really hope Nintendo can pull something out of their hat and make me just super stoked. And that'll be a good stream where we can just have lots of hype. And the meme moment from the stream won't be me burying my hands. It'll be me raising my hands.
Like I do feel that I think Xbox is gonna come out with something pretty good. We'll probably see more of like Indiana Jones, because we haven't really seen, like, we saw the trailer, but we haven't really seen gameplay. So I do think we're gonna see more Indiana Jones.
They're
Maybe-
probably going to talk about Game Pass.
Yeah, of
Again.
course. There's probably gonna be a lot of games that they're gonna announce it on Game Pass. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 being one of them, of course.
Was there a Black Ops 5? Did I miss something?
Good question.
I don't know. I've been thinking about that too. Like I
Yeah, I'm
don't
just like, wait, what? Did I like
think so.
skip
'Cause
the year or something?
there's
It's like
Black
when
Ops
Windows went from 8 to
4.
10 or whatever.
Yeah, I remember Black Ops 4, but
Yeah, it was called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold
Cold
War.
War,
So they didn't
yeah.
call it five.
oh, of course.
Yeah.
And I played Cold
Yeah.
War. I actually love Cold War a lot, believe it or not. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Then
Also,
we
if
got the
you're a Call of
clarification.
Duty fan right now, Gundam skins are in. I know
Bottom.
Brian went in and bought the skins.
Kind of
I
cool.
I do
Like,
want the Zaku skin and the RX-78 skin. I do want those for sure.
I got lucky because when I went on to play it, for some reason I had 2,400 Call of Duty coins. I have no idea why I had them, but I had them. Or I had like 2,300, so I just had to buy 100 for like a couple bucks or something like that. And then I ended up buying the next pack for full price, like 20 bucks. And then I had enough rewards from my Xbox MasterCard to buy the third one for free. So I literally got all three for the price of one. So that worked out
There we
really
go.
well for me.
I should double check my account. Maybe I have some miracle on there of Call of Duty points
Yeah.
somehow. Even though I haven't played it since we last group streamed it last year or whenever it was. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Xbox Showcase. I do think I'm actually curious because I feel like they're gonna show some stuff. We're gonna be what's the right word?
Those rumors are gonna be
Surprise.
talking about a handheld.
I mean, it's possible. I don't think they're gonna
Yeah.
show off a handheld. I know there's rumors.
That's what the
for
rumor
that.
is.
Yeah, I don't think so personally. Uh, we'll have to wait and see. If they do talk about a handheld, then man, I don't know.
Starfield
don't-
expansion DLC.
It'd be interesting if they talk about like optimizing Windows for handhelds.
Yeah, there's that.
That'd
I
be
mean,
nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just talk about AI because that's all Microsoft's been pushing right now is AI.
Oh
right?
man, that Copilot crap, man. Don't
Yeah.
even get me started.
They're
on that
gonna
crap,
have a
man.
game with-
Recall.
Yeah, recall. Yeah, they'll have a game called Copilot Recall. Is where that's all it's gonna be called, and then it's basically AI. You just type in the prompts and the game plays
Recall on
itself.
recall. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a
It's the
recall on
plot of the new
recall.
Perfect Dark game.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. But yeah, they'll
Tomorrow
have.
at 1 p.m. Eastern, by the way.
Say it again.
Tomorrow, the Xbox showcase is noon Central, 1 o'clock
Yeah.
Eastern tomorrow. Just FYI.
Yeah, we won't be streaming it, unfortunately. I have
You'll be
work,
working.
so
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be watching it there, and then yeah, hopefully, if it's a good stream, I'm gonna get upset because I'm like, man, we could have done this together.
Figures.
Yeah, exactly right. But if it's bad, then I guess we won't care. But for the Nintendo Direct, for sure, I am taking that day off whenever it gets
What day
announced.
is that?
There is
we
no
don't
date
know,
yet.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
whenever it gets announced, Nintendo is usually like, oh, tomorrow's on Nintendo Direct at this time. So
Please.
at least
I'll be there for you, James.
Yeah, at least a 24-hour notice. I can easily
Please.
put it in and be like, hey, family emergency. Not just kidding. like Nintendo just announcing it's a worldwide event, so we got to see this. So I'm excited for whatever Nintendo has to show up because Nintendo has been on track with one game per month. I'm hoping for some, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD or Metroid Prime 2 and 3 HD to get us all hyped
Shadow
for
drop
Metroid Prime
time.
4. Yeah, Shadow Drop. Who knows? Like, I'm just hoping for some exciting stuff. Dragon Quest. Like, I feel like that's going to be a Nintendo thing. But I'll be surprised if Xbox showcases the Dragon Quest HD 2D. That'd be crazy.
That would be
actually.
unexpected.
Very
Oh, yeah.
unexpected. that'd
It'd
be
be
very crazy.
unexpected. Like, yeah, if they do like a Blue Dragon, like freaking HD remake.
That
Whoa.
would be amazing.
Whoa.
Blue Dragon or Lost Odyssey, like, that'd be great. And
Give
porting to
James a reason to
PC,
keep his Xbox.
There was a rumor. I could have sworn we talked about it too. There was a rumor that there is an Xbox 360 game being remastered, available for I believe PC as well. And people were thinking that it was actually Lost Odyssey that they were talking about. Yeah, this was like I want to say a month ago or something like that. And then I don't remember who it was, but I saw it from a source that I do usually follow. And I was like, that's interesting. Maybe we didn't talk about it here because I wasn't sure if this could be an actual thing. But I do remember reading about it, and I was like, this seems interesting. Because I imagine if Lost Odyssey came on PC, like I would flip out. That would have been something worth a live reaction. But of course, I'll be at work, so there's that. But yeah, any last words before we end the stream? Anything anyone wants to mention? Like what you've been playing?
I'm
just been-
oh,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
No,
No,
you,
go ahead,
you
Ash.
go. Okay,
Okay.
I was just saying. I've just been
Um,
playing Honkai Star Rail. That's all. I've been trying to catch up on the story quests, so that way I can complete the events and stuff. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I've been also playing Northern Waste too a little bit, but that's pretty much it. So
And I have collected 4 of the 7 stars in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, so I'm getting close to
Nice.
the end game of that. So really enjoying it. It's very charming and got nice writing to it, good battle system. Very very relaxing game. Like it almost puts me to sleep because it's just
was.
very cozy. Would you agree, fan?
I haven't played the Switch one. I played the GameCube one, and it
Same
was
here.
What you
enjoyable.
remember?
And from what I remember, and I replayed the original Paper Mario on the N64 through the Switch Online service. And again, it's very, chill game.
Mm-hmm. Very.
What about you, fan? What you been playing?
Well, if in the Discord you guys have been seeing, like I thought I bricked my Vita, but I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I got
resuscitated
a
it.
yeah, no, I was like when it wouldn't start working again, I was like, man, I started scouring the internet for another Vita, and then I finally was able to get it working, and like had to redo everything all over again. And I was actually playing Killzone Mercenary on my Vita.
That one? Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good game.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
It was
nice if
it was
we got a new
it's
Killzone game.
and then I was also playing what was the PSP Resistance game?
Retribution.
Retribution. Yes, I was also playing that.
Was
It
pretty
was the
good.
controls were a little funky because the PSP didn't have a right stick, so you had to use
Yeah.
the face buttons to control the camera.
Yep.
Like
But
Turok.
yeah,
Yep.
but in the Adrenaline software, you can actually remap the right stick to the face buttons to act like the face buttons. So I was able to use the right stick to look around.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, well, it fixed that issue. So
That's
I
cool.
was playing those games for a while, trying to, once I resuscitated my Vita.
Nice. As for me, I have not been playing Unicorn Overlord actually this whole
You're playing
week.
Rebirth again. You're going through your hard mode playthrough of Rebirth.
No, I'm definitely not playing that.
I was
I'm
about
done. I'm
to
done
say,
with Rebirth. No, I'm done with Rebirth and probably won't pick that up ever again. Maybe, who knows? But no, I haven't been playing Unicorn Overlord. I've actually been very tired this week. Niece came over, so we've been doing a lot of stuff with them, taking them to the park. Went to the beach yesterday and stuff like that. But the games that I've been playing were more short bursts. I was playing Dragon Ball Z Blues Fury.
oh, nice.
Yeah, great game. It's basically Zelda but with Dragon Ball Z characters. Very fun and RPG mechanics. You level up, you get like skill points, so you level up like your strength, your defense, stuff like that. So very very fun game. If you like Zelda, if you like RPGs,
If you like Bruce Falconer too, with
yeah,
I
like
don't
Bruce
know if they
Faulkner
still
soundtrack. Yep.
yeah. Oh, so they still kept the Bruce Falconer esque soundtracks and Blues Fury. Okay,
Yep.
nice.
Like the boss song is like Gohan's angry theme or Gohan versus Frieza theme, which is funny because I never played when Gohan fights Frieza. Yeah, they have like the Super Saiyan 3 theme song that's there. Vegeta's Final Flash song. Yeah, they have all like the Bruce Falconer soundtrack there. But I've been playing that. Was also playing Paper Mario 64. Played a little bit of that. And then there was something
That
else I was
text
playing.
looks rough on the Switch Online, by the way. That text, like
Yeah.
what you read, it's very blurry. It doesn't
It
look
is.
good.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, slightly.
That's one thing. Like I love Switch Online, and I'm the type of person that if the game is available on a current platform, I want to play it on that platform.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, like some of it's like, man, like I can emulate this on my Steam Deck and upscale the resolution and get the text also to look better, too. So it's like, why wouldn't I play it there? So there's some times where I'm like, I'd rather do that. But yeah, played Ocarina of Time 3DS, just because I have to play Ocarina of Time like, at least once a year. That's just a habit of me. Ever since Ocarina of Time originally came out, I have to play Ocarina of Time at least once a year. So played Ocarina of Time 3DS, and then I was actually looking around to getting that Zelda 64 compiler to work on the Steam Deck.
I'm looking to that too. I'm looking to that as well.
Because I want to go ahead and do that. I want to play it at 120 FPS on my PC or 90 hertz on my Steam Deck. With 720p, all the upscaling resolutions, and all the modern controls and stuff like that. So very excited to get into that. And then the last thing I played, which only for a little bit, and it was mainly to test drive it, was I did play Kingdom Hearts 358/2, doing the what is it called? Man, I got it here somewhere. What the heck is the name of it? I installed it too, and I just can't remember the name. Uh, uh, um, it's abbreviated. Whatever MM stands for. I have no clue what MM stands for. Anyways, it's the mod that they have for Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2, where instead of using a dual screen that the DS used, they put everything on one screen. So it's fully widescreen. You can upscale the resolution, and then you have the mini map in the corner, and it basically plays as if 358 over 2 wasn't a DS game, but rather a single screen game. Very cool mod. Everything looks great. Was playing there, your save file carries over. So as long as you're using Melon DS, or if you ever use Melon DS, if you have a save file from there, it will carry over to this mod, which was kind of cool. So I was able to continue my playthrough on there, and it works perfect. So I was also playing that as well. Very awesome. Cool. Highly recommend it. Best way to play 358 over 2, in my opinion, versus using the touchscreen. Because the touchscreen had, like for example, if you actually want to move the camera good, you had to use the touchscreen. Versus if not, you're constantly pressing L for the camera to kind of like rotate on its own and kind of like lock in. And with this, they map the right thumbstick to the touchscreen. So you just move the right thumbstick and you can move the camera around perfectly. So it feels like a more modern way to play 358 over 2. So highly recommend playing that if you haven't played that. But yeah, that's everything I've been playing. A lot of games that I play, and I cycle through it. And I've been playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3 as well. I should mention that as well.
Nice.
But yeah, that's everything that we have for today. Appreciate you guys coming out. Ash, welcome back. We've missed you.
Yep.
It was definitely nice to have you back on the podcast. And yeah, we still have many more podcasts to do. We're almost at episode 100. I do have something special planned out, so definitely keep an eye out for that. As well as the closer we get to 1,000 subscribers, I do have something special for that. Planning on doing a giveaway there. And a bunch more things coming in the future. So definitely hit that subscribe button so you can see what else we have coming forward. We will be back with our group stream on Thursday. Unless Nintendo does a Nintendo Direct or something on that day, then we probably won't do a group stream that day. And then Friday, of course, I should be back with my solo stream. This week we had no group stream, and that's because we had Summer Game Fest the following day. So I figured we'll just do Summer Game Fest and not do 2 streams. And I didn't stream that day because, like I said, I had company over, so I've been trying to divide my time there. But definitely keep an eye out for more content and everything else. Brian, where can I catch you at?
I am at red_so_deep on Twitter.
What about you, fam?
You guys can find me at Phaneckswhy on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch.
What about you, Ash?
You can just on search, you can just type in @AshDestroyHim and you'll be able to find him pretty easy. But fair warning though, I haven't uploaded for a good 10 months by now, so yeah.
And as always, you can find me here at The Random Encounter, where I make videos about things that I just want to talk about and all that other good stuff. I do apologize also that I did not do a video this week. Funny story. I did the video recording because I've been getting more into like cinematography and stuff like that and trying to make some awesome looking videos. So I found out about Apple Log because I use my iPhone to record because I don't have an actual camera. So I found out about Apple Log, which helps you in terms of when you're doing like color. Why am I losing my train of thought right now?
Color grading?
Yes, there we go. I don't know why.
Yeah, color grading.
We're doing color grading. You basically enable Apple Log, and then you can go ahead and like customize LUTs, which allows you to kind of basically color grade on the fly on your device. So I use the Blackmagic camera to record everything. What I did though, and I did not know, is that what happens is I record the LUT to the video file, and this is going to sound very complex, but like I record the LUT to the video file, meaning that the color grading that I have set on the video file, I'm doing it on the phone already. So it records to the file. From there, I import it to my Mac. I import it from Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro also add a layer of a LUT. So it added an extra LUT to my LUT that I had.
That's yikes.
So yes, when I went and had the video footage there, my skin was red. I was Knuckles that Brian wanted to be. Like literally, I had red skin. Everything was super oversaturated. The lighting was horrible. And I was like, no, like this video, in my opinion, I thought this video was great. I was like, yes, I like this video. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, now I was researching all week trying to figure a way to not have to re-record this stuff. And I finally found a way. I did find a way. And I also learned my lesson on how to properly use LUTs and how I should use it. So I'm glad I found that way. I'm glad I found that. And after I fix everything, yeah, I should have that video out this week now. It's just a lot of, for each clip, I have to go ahead and edit that and change it. And for whatever reason, some of the colors are not the same. So like I'm also having to edit now the colors of certain clips because in one shot that I took, everything looks more accurate. In the next shot, I look a little bit oversaturated or like things look dark, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that's an issue. That's into a little bit of view into my life of video editing and all the stuff that I'm doing. But anyways, Apple Log, if you do record and use Blackmagic Camera, Apple Log is great. I highly recommend turning that on, recording in that, and enabling LUTs. Just don't record the LUTs to your video footage because when you go to import it into a video editing program, you'll get that issue, and you don't want that issue. But anyways, yeah, my name is James. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, Fan. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Bright. And we're signing out.
So yeah.